What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of J&D Sports Talk. In this episode, I'm going to be giving you my NFL Week 17 predictions. I'm also going to be briefly reacting to the 3 Christmas games that took place, the Cowboys beating the Commanders, the Vikings pulling off the upset, ending the Lions season, and then the Broncos escaping Kansas City with a win. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Please subscribe. Let's get right into it. Cowboys get a 30-23 win over the Commanders. Cowboys started this game really fast. I thought it was going to be a big blowout the way they started. I think they were literally up like 17-0, 21-3, 21-3. So they were up 17 points or 18 points, excuse me. Yeah. So, and then Washington kind of crept back. They got 7. Dallas got a field goal. They got more, and then they traded field goals pretty much. Um, no, Commanders got a touchdown, and then Commanders got another touchdown. Dallas got a field goal, and Commanders got a field goal. So Dak Prescott was pretty good in this game. 307 yards, 2 touchdowns. Let me tell you about Davis. Malik Davis, I'm pretty sure his name is. I don't want to say it wrong. It is 103 yards. He had a really good game. Javonte scored a touchdown. Devontae Turpin, 1 catch, 86-yard touchdown. That was a nice play. Go ball. George Pickett's at 78. CeeDee Lamb wasn't that involved. Jake Ferguson caught a one-hand bobble touchdown. And then no picks for Dallas. 1.5 sacks for Clowney and a half by Stewart. Meanwhile, for the Commanders, Josh Johnson was decent. 198. Krosky Merritt had a 105 yards and 2 touchdowns. Of course, he was on my fantasy bench. Deebo Samuel, 2 catches, 68. One of those catches he had was really nice. And then the Commanders had no picks. This was a good game. It was initially appearing to be a blowout, like everybody anticipated. Dallas was upset about losing, but Dallas kind of let them come back a bit. Kept control though, which is good, and won the game. So that is obviously the ultimate goal. Next up, we have Vikings against the Lions. Vikings pull off the upset. Brian Flores deserves the award for best performance of the game. His blitzes that he had defensively, they shut down Detroit. Everything that Detroit tried to do did not work at all. Goff only had 197 yards. He had 2 picks. Gibbs only had 41. Monroe St. Brown, 8 catches, 68. Isaac Tesla had a nice touchdown. He got hit pretty hard. But when you hold Jahmyr Gibbs to less than 2.5 yards a carry, you did good. I think that's kind of obvious. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, Max Brosmer and the Vikings offense was absolutely horrible, but a 65-yard touchdown on an end around led them to winning the game. Jay Jettis got a little more involved. Harrison Smith and Byron Murphy had both had an interception. They played really good. Harrison Smith has definitely a Hall of Famer. But Minnesota pulled off the upset in a good fashion. Detroit's season is now officially over. Then we have Broncos and Chiefs. This game was nothing special. This is why I haven't been putting Denver high in my power rankings. Yeah, they're the 1 seed. Yeah, they won 13 games. But that offense doesn't move me. Bo Nix only had 182, touchdown and a pick. RJ Harvey had 43 yards. Bo Nix was good at running the ball. He had 42 yards and a touchdown. Cortland Sutton, 4 catches, 40. That's a Pro Bowler, by the way. RJ Harvey caught a nice touchdown. He's been more involved. Defense was good for Denver, obviously, as it always been. But Chris Ludicum, 13 for 22, 66 yards and a touchdown. He was all right in his first game starting, but nothing crazy. Kareem Hunt, 38. Travis Kelce, 536. Yeah, the Chiefs' offense was terrible. Nick Bolton had a pick. Chiefs' offense was terrible. Denver's offense was terrible. It came down to the better defense, and that was Denver. All right, once again, a special shout out to NFL Perry Pick'em for creating this awesome website. You could do NBA power rankings, NFL. You could pick games, all that kind of stuff. I think they even have baseball in here too, or hockey. But week 17, I swear I saved these when I pick them, but obviously I went 2-1. I picked all 3 away teams. Minnesota pull off the upset, so I'm 2-1 this week so far. Saturday night, we have 2 very important games. These games are very important. Don't overlook them. Texans at Chargers, 1 seeding 2. If the Texans win this game, I believe they clinch a playoff spot, and the Colts would be eliminated. Meanwhile, for Ravens and Packers, if the Ravens lose this game, they're eliminated. And for the Packers, they want to try to get a higher seed. I'm going to take Houston on the road. I think they get the job done. I think that's going to be a really close game, but I think Houston's defense is going to come up big. Yeah, Ravens at Packers. I'm going to take the Packers at home. Even if Lamar is playing, the Ravens offense hasn't been moving me when they don't give the ball to Derrick Henry. I'm taking Green Bay. Sunday early window upset Miami Dolphins. This is 100% a hope pick. I logically don't believe it's going to happen, but I hope it does. Patriots are going to steamroll the Jets. That's going to be the biggest blowout of the week. Steelers and Browns. Steelers beat them the first meeting this season. Steelers, if they win this game, they clinch a playoff spot, but they will clinch one before this because Ravens are going to lose, and the Browns are going to pull off the upset. The Browns at home. They almost did it against Buffalo. I believe they'll do it this week. And we have 4 more games here in the 1 o'clock window. Jaguars at Colts. I want the Colts to win, but I'm taking the Jaguars. It's hard to not pick the Jaguars after that dominant 34-20 win against Denver last week. They were a really good football team, really good offense. And you got to, I thought about this earlier. Jacoby Myers, Brian Thomas Jr., and Travis Hunter is going to be a great wide receiver trio next year. Saints at Titans. This is a tough one, but I'm going to take the Titans. I think the Titans have been playing a lot better the last 3-4 games, and they just won their first home game, and I believe in a while. So I think they're going to build off that. Meanwhile, for the Saints, I know they're on a little win streak. They're building something, but I think the Titans get the win at home. I'm going to take Carolina at home. I'm hoping we clinch a playoff spot this week. It's probably going to come down to week 18, though, depending on how the Dolphins do. I'm fully confident the Panthers could beat the Seahawks. We've already beat 2 1-seed teams this season, the Packers and the Rams, when they're 1 seed. Seattle's next. Cardinals at Bengals. I'm taking the Bengals. I think there's going to be 700 yards of passing in this game. Late window. This is the toilet bowl right here. Giants at Raiders. I believe the Raiders are without Brock Bowers and Max Crosby, so I'm going to take the Giants. I hope whoever loses this game loses their last game because I want a team to go 2-15 so the Panthers aren't the only one in that boat. Eagles and Bills, easily the toughest game to predict this week. I went with Philadelphia, though, and my reason being is Buffalo's run defense has been awful for the most part, and I believe Saquon Barkley and Jalen Hurts is one of the best, if not the best, second best, quarterback-running back duo with Josh Allen and James Cook being first. They're going to run the ball all over Buffalo. I think they're going to do a good job at it. Devontae Smith's going to have a big game. I know Buffalo's down some big players on defense. I think the Eagles are going to take the win, but it's going to be a very, very close game. Definitely the 4 o'clock game that I'm watching because I'm not watching that toilet bowl. Sunday night, Bears at Niners. I'm going to take the Niners here. I think the Bears are going to kind of calm down a little bit, get back to earth. I think they've been good, but they're not. I see them being a first-round exit. I think they're building something special. I think Ben Johnson's a great coach, a right coach for him, but it's too early in what they're building. I think the Niners will win. Rams are going to dismantle the Falcons on the road Monday Night Football in the last Monday Night Football game of the year. So these are my picks. How many upsets did I pick? I think this is an upset. This is an upset for sure. This is an upset for sure. This is an upset for sure. Fuck cares. This is an upset. This is probably an upset. So if you guys enjoyed this video, reacted to Christmas, hope everyone had a great Christmas, and hope everyone enjoys this awesome slate of Week 17 NFL football games. Comment down below who you think's going to clinch a playoff spot this week, how your team is doing, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.